There are a lot of students, majority of the students who get good marks in school exams are not good in mathematics. Mathematics is never a subject. The definition of a subject is knowing a concept. Skill is applying a concept. It is a preparation which improves your IQ, and that is why a lot of our students who join our courses do not write Olympiads. This is the kind of puzzles that we give post on in the class and also in the WhatsApp group which students have to answer. We have to make students unlearn a lot of things. रट्टा मारना वाला चीज है, आदत उसको हटानी है. Hi everyone, good evening, Jai Hind. In this video, I'm going to tell about the details of all the batches that we're going to launch in the month of September and October start. I'm going to give you detail of each and every batch I'm going to start, each and every batch which is linked to a particular math contest and all about Olympiads in this particular video. Before that, I'm going to also talk about why we are doing what we are doing. And this is something which is very important. I'm going to talk about the philosophy, and this is going to help a lot of students and also parents to take the informed decisions about the batches that are going to get into. So let us get started without wasting any time. Now, why are we doing what we are doing? So because we believe that there are a lot of problems in the current education system. Math is not being taught in the right way. And this is the major problem which is being faced by a lot of students, not only across India, but across the globe. Math is being taught as a series of procedures and rules. They give you a set of formulas to memorize and their application, which is not actually mathematics. Mathematics is more about problem solving. If there's a new problem which is there in front of you, are you able or are you capable enough to solve that problem on your own? This is something which majority of the students in India and abroad are facing problem in. Rote learning, रट्टा मारना, कि अगर ये problem है, अगर minimum पूछा है, तो you tend to find the HCF, maximum पूछा है, tend to find the LCM. So again, if this is the problem which is given to you, then this is the method that you would apply. If this is the problem which is given to you, then this is the method that you apply. So this is how students rote learn things. This is how you make an angle of 60 degrees, but again, they are not taught the mathematics behind why this angle is 60 degrees. The other day, I was talking to a grade 4 student who was a relative to me. She has been taught how to make a perpendicular bisector of 2 points, but she did not know why is that perpendicular bisector. One is perpendicular to the line joining A and B, and also why is it bisects. Right. So this is the major problem. We are given how to solve a problem, but what is the logic behind that problem is not solved. And that is why a lot of students, despite getting full marks in mathematics in their schools, are not good in mathematics. This is a sad reality that we have to live in. Being good at math means getting good marks in exams. This is the problem which is being faced. As I'm told, there are a lot of students, majority of the students who get good marks in school exams are not good in mathematics. They know how, if something has been taught to them, they will be able to solve them. But if there's a problem which is new, they will not be able to solve. No stress on problem solving skills, no practical history visibility, because this is something which creates a lot of interest in the students. If the student knows something about Pythagoras, the history about Pythagoras, they will take deep interest. If students knows that these are the set of problems which have still not been solved by mathematicians as of now, they will definitely take keen interest, and this is something which is missing in the system. And of course, decreasing maths syllabi is not helping at all. So again, we have to understand that mathematics is not a subject, it's a skill. I always say there are two kinds of guitar teachers. One is the teachers who would play happy birthday to you on the first day. They're going to teach student how to play happy birthday to you. The teacher is going to be happy, the student is going to be happy, the parent is going to be happy. But again, the student is not going to play any other tune apart from happy birthday. उसको happy birthday के अलावा और कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा कि नई ट्यून कैसे बजानी है. And दूसरा teacher who is going to explain everything from the basics, right from the suras. That is what real mathematics is. And mathematics is again exactly analogy of these. So there are two kinds of teachers and hence the students. One is who are going to teach them, give them formulas and give them the procedures to solve the formulas. If this is a problem, this is the formula. This is a problem, this is the formula. But again, there are different kinds of teachers. The second kind of teachers, which are going to teach everything from the basics, which are going to make the fundamentals very correct. And this is how you learn mathematics. Mathematics is never a subject. The definition of a subject is knowing a concept. Skill is applying a concept, right? So this is what I always believe in. And again, there is one very important thing that students and parents need to know, that a lot of students and parents think that mathematics is all about the calculation. Please understand, calculation is very different from mathematics. Calculation is not mathematics. If you know, we are given calculators to write when we get into colleges, when we get into IITs, हमें calculators दे दिए जाते हैं, right? So because they are not interested whether you are able to make the right calculation or not, because every calculation after a certain point of time is going to be done by Excel or a Google Sheet or a calculator or a computer. We need brains who can design these calculators. We need brains who can write the code behind these calculators, and that code is nothing but mathematics. So mathematics is all logic, and it is very different from calculations. Of course, there have been a lot of topics which have been deleted from the school system in the last 25 years, and this has not helped the school students at all, because ultimately most of these students who are good in mathematics, they ultimately they choose JEE after doing their class 10th, and JEE syllabi on the contrary has not reduced. Right. So earlier, if this was class 10th level, this was grade 11th level, it used to be, there used to be a gap, but it used to be a gap which a lot of students would be able to cover. Because of the deletion of the school syllabi, the level is now there. So a student who is only and only dependent on the school syllabi, NCERT till class 10th, and if he wants to pursue mathematics in grade 11th, grade 12th, it is going to be almost impossible. Next to impossible to cover that gap up with this kind of reduced syllabi. So what difference is it making? Kya farak pad raha hai? So these are the differences it is making in the short run. So again, it is promoting studying for marks rather than an education culture. They don't study. Students don't study for passion. They study for marks. Impact of reducing syllabi is 90% is an achievement and considered good for nothing if you score less than 90%. So students are chasing marks and not the knowledge. Increased pressure from higher classes education in terms of syllabi coverage and understanding concepts. So again, 11th, 12th, as I mentioned, JEE का syllabus reduce नहीं हुआ है. In fact, थोड़ा सा बड़ा ही है. 10th class का syllabus बढ़ गया. So again, when a student jumps from grade 10th and only if he's done grade 10th in 10th, he finds a lot of difficulty in grade 11th and grade 12th to cope up with. Even though he might be a school topper, we have seen numerous stories of students who have been doing really well in their board exams in grade 10, but struggled when they started their preparation because they only were restricted to the school syllabi. Increased dependency on coaching centers and promoting cramming cultures is something which is been happening. And again, whenever they face an exam wherein they have to apply problem solving, they have to apply logic, they are not able to do well in these kind of exams. So what can or what should be done? Right. So that is the reason we promote non-routine mathematics, because we believe that non-routine mathematics is one of the ways to solve those problems which I mentioned before. Non-routine mathematics se hota kya? You are able to build problem solving skill. Again, what is problem solving skill? Problem solving skill is something which helps you solve a problem, at least take a step in that direction, wherein when you are facing that problem for the first time. A lot of students who are into the rote learning system of schools, when they face a new problem, the only thing they would say is, "Ye to ma'am ne karwaya hi nahi hai." We want student to not say these lines. We want a student to at least try, go in some direction whenever they face a new problem. That is why these courses, that is why non-routine mathematics, because Olympiad level thinking is going to definitely help, not only in improving logic, but also in cracking other competitive exams like JEE, ISI and beyond. And I'm going to give you an example of this. JEE Advanced 2025, I'm going to share some statistics in a while with each and every one of you. Competitive exams and careers, top students in IITs, MITs, Google excel in problem solving, and we have seen their stories of some of the students from tier 2 or tier 3 colleges being picked by companies like Google or Microsoft at one point, 2 crore, 3 crore packages. Now, what is different in those students? They are very good in problem solving. They might not be good in, let's say, a subject like chemistry or physics, and that is the reason they might not get into IITs. But again, since they have good problem solving skills, that is the reason, that is the only skill these companies look for. And mathematics is never about getting marks. School marks is never equivalent to real mathematics ability. This is something which we always believe in. Now there are two kinds of problems. There are two kinds of problems. So one kind is this, right? So this is the kind of problem which we want our students to be improved upon, and this is another kind of problem. So these are two so-called Olympiads contests. So this has been taken from one of the very common contests like SOF mathematics, which is very common in school. Let us try to read the question. The sides of a triangular field are 90, 120, and 150 meters. Find the cost of leveling of the field at the rate of 1.2 per square meter. So this is a very standard problem. Student has may have seen this problem, may not have seen this problem, but again, he knows how to go about it. He already knows the procedure to do this particular problem. And then this is another kind of problem. This problem says there is a jar, there are a lot of white balls and black balls. In fact, there are 75 white balls and 150 black balls. In fact, this is one of my favorite problems which I discuss with the students of grade 7th, grade 8th when they come into our system. Now, three things are happening. So one is a student picks up two balls at random. So two balls at random can be these three possibilities. One is the two balls are black. In case the two balls are black, one ball is thrown away, one ball is put back in the system. The second possibility is एक ball white, the other ball is black. So if case a ball is white and the black ball is thrown away, white ball is put into the system. In case the two balls drawn from this bag are white, both of the balls are thrown away and one ball from outside there are a lot of black balls, is put into the system. So at every point of time, in all the three cases, the number of balls in the bag is getting reduced by one, right? So two balls are drawn, one is thrown away, one is put back. Two balls are drawn, one is thrown away, one is put back. Two balls are drawn, both are put away, one is put back. So at every point, the number of balls in this bag is getting reduced by one. If there are 75 white balls and 150 black balls in the system initially, and of course this process ends because at every point of time, one ball is getting reduced. The question is, what is the color of the last ball remaining? Now, this is the kind of problem that you have to get comfortable with, because if you get comfortable with these kind of problems, because this is something which is going to invoke your thinking levels, right? So this might not, these are the kind of problems you might not find in schools, but this is something which is very important to excel in real life. In real life, because you have to solve new problems, the problems which are new to the system, the problems which have already been solved. Of course, AI is going to replace that. Artificial intelligence is going to replace that. So you have to solve the problems which have not been solved. And that is why you need this kind of thinking. And that thinking at this stage can only be developed by non-routine mathematics. And that is why these courses, that is why the kind of work that we're doing is very important, not only for the elite, but every student of the country. Because one thing that we are very sure of is if we are able to put this among the masses, अगर हम इन तरह के courses को लोगों में घर घर पहुंचा सकें, so again, irrespective of the college that student gets into, he will definitely be a good problem solver and hence do really good in life. Now, there are certain myths about Olympiads. So one is Olympiads are only for geniuses, right? So this is a mindset which has been developed in the country over the last 1 decade, 2 decades, that Olympiads, only the students who are really good should do Olympiads. Please understand, Olympiad is not a contest. It is not an exam. It is the way you think. It is the way you try out different things. It is the way you try out different problems which you have not seen before. So ये Olympiad होता है. This is what the preparation does. It is not about giving the exam. In fact, I would give you great statistics. The statistics are almost 50% of the students who are enrolled into our courses for Olympiads do not write Olympiads because they don't care about Olympiads. All they care about is improving good logic, becoming a good problem solver, and getting a lot of amazing understanding of mathematics at the junior level. So you need to be a born genius to excel in Olympiads? No. Olympiads for everyone, it is a must do for everyone, because this is what China has done. China has made mass Olympiad compulsory for everyone, right from the junior grades, because they believe that whether or not you want to take up mathematics later down the line, mathematics is something that is definitely going to improve your logic. And if you have good logic, good IQ, whatever you do in life, it is always going to help you upskill easily. And that is the difference of mindsets that we are seeing, and that is the progress of China and the technology, the research in technology that they've done over the last 2 decades. So Olympiads are for the students who enjoy challenges and put in efforts. With the right guidance, anyone can perform well. And please understand, Olympiads are never about that particular exam. It is the preparation which matters more. It is a preparation which improves your IQ, and that is why a lot of our students who join our courses do not write Olympiads. Right. So so there are a lot of these kind of cases who've done really well in Olympiads, and not only did well in Olympiad exam, but also did well in other contests. For example, Arnab Sanyal, he was into Olympiads right from grade 7, grade 8, and ultimately that helped him crack ISI, Indian Statistical Institute rank 1 in 2024. Olympiad preparation distracts from school studies. Again, this is another myth because we keep on talking to a lot of students, a lot of parents. They are of the opinion that when the student gets into Olympiad, it is going to distract him. Preparing for Olympiads will negatively impact school performance. This is just the opposite, guys. Just the opposite. I am yet to find a student who says कि Olympiad की वजह से मेरे marks कम हो गए. In fact, Olympiads की वजह से not only mathematics but other subjects also improve. Right? So it is not only mathematics, because you learn problem solving, you learn logic, and logic is something that you can apply even in languages. So Olympiads say you not only improve your mathematics marks in schools, but also the marks in other subjects, because your logic overall gets improved. You are able to see things in a different way when you study for Olympiads. Olympiads are useless for competitive exams, right? So this is another myth, that if you are preparing for JEE, if you're preparing for, let's say, exams, other exams, Olympiads is something that is not going to help you. Olympiads builds analytical thinking, problem-solving skills, which are essential for all competitive exams. In fact, the only difference between the students who get top ranks in JEE Advanced and the students who are not able to get those top ranks is this problem-solving skills, Olympiads. And this is an amazing proof that we have. 6 out of 15, 6 out of top 15 students, top 15 rankers in JEE Advanced 2025 had studied Olympiads in 8, 9, 10 from Vedantu Olympiad School. I'm talking about VUS. I'm very sure the other 9 students would have also done Olympiads or would have learned problem-solving skills by one means or the other. It is a must. Without Olympiads, without improving your problem-solving skill, you will never ever be able to get into top 100, top 200 in JEE Advanced. It is something which is must for every student, and this is a proof. 8, 9, 10, Saksham Jindal, who is rank 2, Path, rank 4, Ujjwal Kesari, rank 5, Arnav Nigam, Vedansh, Daksh. These are top 15 2025 JEE Advanced rankers. They were studying Olympiads when they were in 8th, 9th, 10th, were from Vedantu Olympiad School. There were other students also who were not with VOS, other 9 rankers in the top 15, but I know that a lot of them were definitely, doing Olympiads from one place or the other. Secondly, there has been a lot of push from the government of India side. A lot of IITs have, said that we will be taking the top performance in Olympiad, not only in mathematics but other subjects also. So currently, these are the 8 institutes, top institutes of the country who are open for admissions. So IIT Bombay, BS Math, IIT Madras, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Kanpur, ISI Kolkata, ISI Bangalore, CMI, and Triple IT Hyderabad. So these are the institutes which have opened their doors to all the top performers in Olympiads. That is the students for mathematics. If we talk about the third stage is INMO, Indian National Math Olympiad, and there's only one Olympiad which is conducted by Government of India. The third stage is INMO. The students who clear INMO, which are around 60 in number every year, they are offered direct admissions into these institutes without writing their entrance examinations. Olympiads are only about mathematics. Again, I have already given an example. The student, if you're able to improve their problem-solving skills, they're able to put their problem-solving skills into other subjects. So that is the reason the students who start with Olympiads with any subject, mathematics or any other subject, they're able to do really well in all the 3 subjects, right? And the proof is there in front of you. 6 of those 15 students were they started with Olympiads from VOS. Now, if we talk about Olympiads, again, there is a lot of confusion in the minds of the parents कि Olympiads हैं क्या, real Olympiads क्या, because a lot of students, a lot of parents, they associate Olympiads with SOF, which is very common in India. Now, SOF is a math contest, right? It has Olympiad in its name. So every country, there is only one math Olympiad. For India, that Olympiad which is conducted by Government of India, is IOQM. This is the first stage. The second stage is RMO. The third stage is INMO. This stage पे जो बच्चे clear करते हैं, they are given direct admissions into IITs and other top institutes. Then we have IMOTC training camp. And from training camp, they select 6 students who represent India in IMO. Now, SOF, IMO and IMO, they have the same abbreviations, but again, don't confuse. That is something which is very different from this IMO. Again, there's a Olympiad for junior science for grade 8 and 9. The first stage is the NSCGS. This is for the students of 8th and 9th, and the subjects are physics, chemistry, and biology. The second stage is INGSO. Then they go into the OCSE camp, and the students who represent India, they get selected for IGSO. For physics, the first stage is NSCP, INPHO, CAMP, and IPO. For chemistry, the first stage is NSEC, INCHO, OCSE, and ICO. NSCP is the first stage for biology contests, INBO, OCSE camp, and the 4 students represent India in International Maths Olympiad, Biology Olympiad. Astronomy, the first stage is NSEA, the second stage is the INAO, the third stage is OCSE camp, followed by IOA. And informatics, ZIO or ZCO is the first stage, followed by INOI. Then there's a camp, and then 4 students represent India in IOI. Right, so these are the only Olympiads which are conducted in India. Any other contest which might have Olympiad in its name is not. It's just a private contest which may not have a lot of value. Now, what are we doing? What is our top course philosophy, right? So as I mentioned from this discussion, the top priority is improving problem solving in the child. How do we do that? We believe that these are the strong 5 pillars, and again, these are the pillars in the descending order. The foremost thing that we do is building logic, building IQ, building problem solving skills. That is the only objective that we have, and to do that, we teach math, right? So we teach math to improve this. It is not the other way around. It is not to make student get into IOQM or RMO or INMO, because we believe that if we are able to focus on first 2 things, everything else is going to happen on its own. The second is ideas and discussions in the classes. This is the only way to learn mathematics. Otherwise, it is one-way teaching, which I do a lot on YouTube. There are a lot of amazing lectures I have made on YouTube. But again, one of the ways to learn mathematics is to discuss the ideas, have good discussions. And we are very fortunate to have amongst us a lot of amazing students who do a lot of live discussion in the classes, which not only helps them, the teacher, but also the fellow students who learn, who are into the class. The third is time. We believe that to learn mathematics, you need to spend a lot of time on yourself. Only watching lectures, only doing or seeing the lectures is never going to help you. It has never helped anyone. So time is of third importance. And then comes the content part. Right, so then the 4th priority, content is our 4th priority, which is sometimes the first priority for others. It is the 4th priority. This is the 3 things that we focus more on. And of course, the mock testing. And this is the core philosophy that we follow in all our courses. And because of this philosophy that we followed, we have had India's best results in Olympiads for the past 5 years. Last year, we had 1137 selections in IOQM. We had a student who scored 102 out of 102 in RMO, which is the second stage. We had amazing top scores in RMO 2024. We had students who qualified RMO, IOQM from every part of the country. And this is something which is super proud of. There are a lot of stories of the students who qualified RMO, IOQM from a place where there's nothing in the name of education. And to qualify that from that particular region and to inspire all the other students of that particular region to ultimately prepare for the next year. This is something that is very common now in Vedantu Olympiad School. INMO, out of around 60 students who qualified INMO, we had 12 students who qualified from Vedantu Olympiad School. Super proud of these amazing students. Not only this, but AMC 10 AM, any math contest that you talk about, because we believe that if we are able to teach students' problem solving skills, they will be able to do well, not only in one contest, but all the other contests. Right, so amazing results we have had from different batches, level 7, level 8. You can see the name of the batches also. Full Math Mastery, level 8, level 10 batch. AMC 10, level 10, level 11th, 7th IOQM, level 7 Achievers batch. So again, different batches that we do. And these are AMC 10 qualifiers. And of course, we are super proud of these amazing messages. This is something that, we feel super proud of. And not only, these messages are not only about the results, not only about the thank you messages of the results. So of course, that is never ending list. But what we are proud of is the confirmation of the student that he has been able to solve the problem which he's seeing for the first time. He's developed problem solving skills. And this is totally, this list is totally full of these kind of messages. And of course, you can read these messages whenever you get time. All right. So again, and there has been a strong push. There has been a strong push from government of India's side towards mathematics. PM Modi, he acknowledged IMO 2024 winners, not only 2024, 2025 winners also. He mentioned in Man Ki Baat program. They made 2024 paper of IOQM, that is the government Olympiad, very easy, so that a lot of students get motivated to write the next year. Last year, around 1 lakh students across the country wrote the first stage. And I think because of the push which government of India is taking in NTI's easy level, this year it is going to be a great improvement in those enrollment numbers. And 5 years down the line, it is going to be a very common thing. IIT Kanpur and IIT Madras, last year they opened admissions to all the students who qualified INMO directly without writing JEE. And of course, Bombay, Gandhinagar, ISI Kolkata, Bangalore, CMI, IIIT Hyderabad, they have already. So again, this is a deliberate attempt to stop the brain drain, because all these students who were really doing very well in mathematics earlier, they would probably go abroad, because none of the best universities of India would offer them admissions, and the universities which are better than IITs in terms of rankings would offer them free admissions. So, India was not unable to retain the talent. So this is a very, very, very positive push which has been done by Government of India. All right, so these are the types of courses that we have. So again, we have Olympiad Math Mastery. So again, the students who are passionate about mathematics, want to get into mathematics, want to get into research, these courses are for them. Then there is Full Math Mastery. So Full Math Mastery is the program which combines everything. So every math exam, every math contest that you're going to give, be it JEE, be it ISI, be it Olympiads, RMO, is being covered in Full Math Mastery. And then there are programs for ISI specific. So these are 1 year, these are typically 1.5 to 2 years, and these are 6-month courses. Most of them are 6-month courses, right? So if we talk about Olympiad Math Mastery programs, these are the different levels. So we have divided the logical journey of a child into different levels, starting from grade level 3. So level 3 is for the students of grade 3 and 4. The target Olympiads are Math Kangaroo, SOF IMO, and focus is logical thinking and confidence building. Level 4 is for the students of grade 5th and 6th, Math Kangaroo, NMTC and SOF are target Olympiads. Strong fundamentals and quick calculations are the focus. Level 5 for the students of grade 7th and 8th, Math Kangaroo, NMTC, MC8, and the focus is on higher order problem solving. For students who are in 9th and 10th and first timers into Olympiads, first timers into non-routine mathematics, we have level 6. The target exams are NMTC, AMC 10, IOQM, and Olympiad entry level preparation and certification. Level 7 is for the students, respite of any grade, if he has completed grade 10th mathematics. This is level 7, and this goes deep into mathematics. We say that if you want to prepare for JEE, after level 7, if you join any institute or if you do mathematics on your own, it will be a piece of cake. So level 7 is something which is very important, particularly for the students who are going to get into JEE. Target Olympiads or contests are AMC 10, AMC 12, IOQM, RMO Basics, Advanced Olympiad Foundation. Level 8, Level 9, Level 10 are restricted courses. So based on the performances in IOQM or other math contests or your performance in Level 7, we give you Level 8, Level 9, Level 10. Level 10 is the highest level that we have, and this is for the students who qualify INMO. For example, the 12 students who qualified INMO this year from Vedantu Olympiad School, we are offering level 10 to them, and we are, taking mathematics to a whole new level. Right. So one important thing is this system is very flexible because we want only one thing, that is betterment of the student. We want student to continue their love for mathematics, and love for mathematics and passion for mathematics should not decrease. And that is why it is very important to have that kind of flexibility. Now, there are a lot of cases wherein a student who is really good enters, let's say, level 7, but is really good. So again, we identify that student and put him to level 6. And for students who get into level 5, and let's say he's struggling in level 5, we counsel him, talk to the parents, and put him to level 4 or level 3, whatever level he deserves. Right. So this way, that is very, very, very flexible system. And these levels 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they start twice in a year, September and April. Okay. Now, one thing that we have done for September is we are launching weekend batches also for level 5, level 6, level 7. So weekend batches are going to be Sunday only classes, 1 day a week. That is on Sunday. And we are going to cover these levels for those students. Now, the other thing that we are doing differently in this version is we are going to get printed booklets of assignments. So again, this was the feedback from a lot of parents and students that we used to give e-assignments, right? So e-assignments we used to give, and a lot of students, they used to have a lot of screen time. So on the basis of the recommendation, we are getting those assignments printed for every level, right? So they are going to be available not only for the students who are going to take this level, but for the outside students also. They can always order. So they'll be at extra cost, very nominal extra cost, and they'll be soon available on Vedantu store. And of course, we are improving our strong parent-mentor communication. So we are setting up amazing rules so that any parent can talk to any teacher at any point, right? So this is a system that we have already developed, and we are going to start the system in this level September batches. And structured doubt solving and progress tracking. So again, one thing that we are going to introduce very soon in this particular thing is now we used to give assignments, but again, we could not judge, even though we used to discuss the assignment, but at individual level, whether the student has done that assignment, that visibility was not there to the teacher or to the parent. Now, what we had introduced is we are going to very soon, it is not going to start from day one, but very soon we are also going to incorporate a system wherein the student can submit the assignment. Student has to submit the assignment in the app only, so that there's a good visibility to the teacher and also to the parent that how many questions of the assignment the student has done. Right. So these are the 3 things that we are doing additionally, as compared to the thing. Of course, the other thing is some changes in the syllabi based on the feedback that we keep on doing. Now, what are the skills and goals developments in OMM level? So one is logical thinking, right? So the problem solving skills, step-by-step solving, particularly at junior level. Fast and accurate maths. So how to reduce your silly mistakes. We're going to give you a lot of Olympiad confidence, out of the box ideas, better focus and marks not only in schools, but also in math contests. Problem solving and working backwards. This is one of the most important aspects of mathematics. How do you work backwards? Right. So this is something that is going to be needed not only in mathematics, but also in other areas of life, working backwards. So this is something that we introduce in a lot of levels. Now, let me explain you these levels one by one. So again, we start with Olympiad Math Mastery Level 3. This is for the students of grade 3, grade 4th, and the exams are target exams are Math Kangaroo and SOF. The core philosophy is one thing. The only philosophy is making students problem solvers, improving their logic. So there are going to be 40 plus live interactive sessions. There are going to be 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 to 8 p.m. 10 tests. There are going to be 2 parent-teacher meetings. We are going to have WhatsApp community for the smaller grades. For the smaller grades, we have WhatsApp community where the students, the SAMs, the account managers, the teachers are added in the same WhatsApp group. So again, anything that you have, you can always post. And we are going to have SAM, Student Account Manager Support. there's going to be 5-minute test after every class. So after every class, before coming to the next class, you can always attempt the 5-minute test, so that is going to give you a visibility to the parents and to teachers that how the student is performing. And we're going to have daily puzzles and brain teasers in the class in the WhatsApp. Right. So this is for the students of grade 3 and 4. The language is going to be English. It is going to be taken by Amit sir. Right. These are the things that we teach. Right. So to improve logic, we use certain math things. So these are the math things that we use. We introduce operations on numbers, that is number system, factors, multiples, probability, cryptos, arithmetic operations, conversions, largest and smallest numbers, out of the box thinking, algebra fundamentals, mensuration, geometry, verbal and non-verbal, logic, puzzles, blood relation, paper folding, cutting, right? So these are kind of activities, whatever thing at this level helps improve mathematics we put in this particular level. And these are some of the highlights, right? So this is the kind of puzzles that we give post on in the class, and also in the WhatsApp group which students have to answer. This is the paper folding activity, which was conducted in this particular level few weeks back. The price is 7,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The link is there in the description box. You can always purchase it. Level 4, this is for the students of grade 5th and 6th. Now, one thing which I want to make very clear to everyone is a student who gets into these kind of programs for the first time, the chances that he or she might struggle because of the way he has been taught mathematics at that point of time. Right. So there are always chances that because we have to make students unlearn a lot of things. रट्टा मारना वाला चीज है, आदत उसको हटानी होती है. So again, sometimes students are able to adapt to this kind of learning in no time. Sometimes it takes them, let's say, 15 days. Sometimes it takes them 1 month, 2 months. Now the student who has joined level 3, let's say, if he has not been able to go up even till the end, we ask him to continue level 3 again, and that is free of cost. That is complimentary from our side. Right. So similarly, a student who's joined level 4 for the first time has not been able to cope up even till the completion of the course. We ask him or her to join level 4 again for the next season, and that is going to be totally free of cost. Level 4 for the students of grade 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th, we also introduce NMTC, SFIMO, of course, is there. 40 plus live sessions, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m. You can note the timings. Test, PTMs, WhatsApp community again for the smaller students, SAM support. 5-minute test after every class to give the better visibility to the teachers and to the students. And of course, daily puzzles, tangrams, and these are the math topics that we use to improve the logic. We introduce mensuration, mathematical reasoning, paper cutting, folding, mirror images, clock, calendars. Algebra, we introduce algebra, introduction, properties of algebra, statistics, how to handle graphs, basic geometry, arithmetic operations, percentage, profit, loss, magic square and money, and ratio and proportion we introduce. Number system, these are the things that we introduce. Now, of course, these are some of the activities that we had done in this particular batch. So this was the tangram activity wherein the students were given a problem based on a tangram, and they were to explain that problem with the help of this activity. So again, these are some of so again, this is not only about mathematics, but also, making these kind of videos gives them a lot of confidence to explain a lot of things, right? So they are going to be future leaders, not only strong in technical terms, but also having a lot of amazing skills, right? So these are some of the explanations. Of course, I've muted this in this particular video. So the price is 7,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The link is there in the description box. Next is level 5. This is for the students of grade 7th and 8th. Again, let me repeat, a lot of students who are in grade 7th might find this on the difficult side, and that's perfectly fine. All right. So there are certain students who even grade 6 are able to adjust very well. So we have a lot of grade 6 students who are able to cope up with level 5 really well, and a lot of 8th graders who struggle. And that's perfectly fine, because it totally depends on कि कितना रट्टा मारा हुआ है, the kind of mathematics you have been taught, right? So if it has been totally on the rote learning side, it is going to take a lot of time. Otherwise, the students are going to get adapted to this kind of learning in no time. So 51 live sessions, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 5 to 6:30 p.m., 8 tests, parent-teacher meetings. And for these students, we have a Telegram community, SAM support, grades 7th and 8th. It is going to be taken by me. And the start date is 30th of September. 30th of September is the starting date. right? So these are the things. So some of these things you might not find in 7th and 8th grades. In fact, you will be able to find in 9th and 10th. But let me tell you that these are the topics which the students across the world in grade 7th and grade 8th have been studying. So there's a math contest called AMC 8, right? So that's been conducted by, that's an official Olympiad of US. A lot of students across the globe write that particular exam, and in that exam, a lot of problems are based on the topics which are officially given in our 9th and 10th. So we tend to introduce those topics. We tend to introduce combinatorics to them, because this is one way of improving logic in the most amazing way. Algebra, we introduce a lot of topics like quadratic equation, arithmetic sequence, system of equations, linear equation, one variable, two variables. So these are the topics that we introduce at this particular level. This kind of things, puzzles are, or thought puzzles are the most important part of our courses, right? So we are discussing Monty Hall problem. It's a very simple problem, you might have heard. So again, we induce discussions. The only aim, one of the aims of us is these tables, these puzzles should become the dinner table talks. So when we give these puzzles, students discuss with their parents, they discuss, they become the dinner table talks, they come, they get excited to, join the class for the next time, so that they're able to discuss the ideas with the teacher, with their fellow friends. And that is how we keep mathematics very interesting and very passionate for the students. The price of the batch is 10,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The link is there in the description box. And now we are also introducing level 5 weekend batch. So level 5 weekend, again, for 7 and 8. So again, there are two kinds of students. One, who have a lot of time in their daily schedule, who are able to afford time, who can spend time on the problems. And there are students who are involved in other activities, school activities. They spend a lot of time, they get a lot of homework. So they are only able to afford time on Sundays, right? So for this, we have math mastery weekend batch, 46 lectures every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. There are going to be 4 discussions on Saturday, right? So what we have here is we have certain classes and we have certain discussions of the assignments. So those 4 discussions are going to happen on Saturdays, because otherwise, the length of the course was getting big. So every class is going to be on Sunday, apart from 4 classes, which are going to be additionally on Saturdays. 4 discussions are going to be on Saturdays, and everything else remains the same. Assignments are with various solutions. This is going to be starting on 28th of September, and the price is 10,000 rupees. Same price. ABMPRO is the coupon code. And then there is this a new edition, AMC 8 batch. This is for the students of grade 8 below. AMC 8 is a contest which is conducted by US. In India, it is being conducted by a third party called TLUPS. And a lot of Indian students, not only Indian students, but people across the globe write this exam so that they're able to understand where do we stand at the global level. So this is for the students of grade 8 and below. So we are launching this special AMC 8 batch, 30 live classes, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 to 6:30 p.m., 10 practice tests, and it is going to be mostly taken by Praveen sir. It is going to be in English, and the start date is 29th of September. Right, so these are the chapters that we want to cover. These are the chapters which normally come in AMC 8. Number system, algebra, geometry, coordinate geometry, combinatorics, and logical reasoning. The price is 7,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The link is there in the description box. Then there is level 6 for the students of 9th and 10th grades, particularly the students who are getting into Olympiad for the first time. 52 sessions, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Video solution, SAM support. It is going to be taken by Chetan sir. The course is going to be in English. The target exams are IOQM, AMC 8, Math Kangaroo, and MTC. So these are the topics. Some of these topics you might not find in the curriculum. For example, congruence is something that we introduce at this stage. Now, this is a topic which is related to number system. And we believe that without congruence, you will never be able to understand numbers. Right? And this, not only, even that this is not a part of the official syllabus, even in class 12th, but a lot of problems you will be able to solve using congruence in 1/10 of the time. A lot of JEE problems you will be able to solve in 1/10 of the time you solve in other ways. Right, so we introduce trigonometry, which is a trigonometry bigger picture. We give them a bigger picture, not only the 10th trigonometry, the bigger picture of trigonometry, wherein a lot of students struggle. So this is going to give them a lot of confidence. Right. So again, this is the core part: problem solving, thought puzzles, because this is something which helps students get excited, get passionate about the subject. That it is something which helps student think on their own. It is something which helps students improve their problem solving skills, right? So this is the core part of the most important part of the course. It is not about mathematics, it's about these things, and students are also excited about these things, right? So all the other thing is secondary. This is the main thing, because if the student is able to think on his own, he will be able to do anything on his own. The price is 10,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. Then there is level 6 weekend batch. All things remain the same. That is going to start in 28th of September. And the classes are going to happen every Sunday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. 7 to 8:30 p.m. and 4 discussions on Saturdays. Now, one important thing which is I forgot to mention earlier also, for level 6, for level 7, we are giving complimentary AMC 10 classes. It must be, yeah, complimentary AMC 10 sessions. And these sessions are going to start on 13th of this month, September. So earlier you join, you will be able to attend those sessions live. So every Saturday there's going to be AMC 10 session, which is going to start from 13th of this September. And so if the students who are able to join early these batches, level 6, level 7, they will be able to attend them live. Others are going to miss certain few classes of AMC 10. These are additional classes that we're going to give. So same price, the coupon code ABMPRO. Then there is level 7. Level 7 is for the students who have completed grade 10th mathematics or have completed level 6. Right? So any one of these things. So 70 plus live lessons, it's a long course. 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. and 11 practice tests, 12 thought building recorded sessions. So again, the earlier you start, the earlier you'll be getting the access to that. By the time we start from 29th of September, you are through these 12 thought building recorded sessions. And of course, everything else is there. So these are the topics that we cover, we introduce, we get deep into mathematics. So some of the things are not there in 11th and 12th also. But this gives you a deep understanding of mathematics, and you ultimately, after level 7, you find any kind of mathematics on the easier side. The price is 12,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The prices we have not increased for the last 3 years. So again, it was important to give you a warning or to inform you. So again, for since we did not inform you, keeping the prices of every batch the same. But come April, we are going to increase the prices come April. So this April, next April, all these batches, the prices are going to get increased. Then there is level 7 weekend. This is for the first time we're introducing level 7 weekend. It's going to be a 1-year batch. So 56 live sessions. The sessions are low as compared to the normal batch because this is a 2-hour session. So it's a 2-hour session, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Sunday, and AMC sessions are going to be there on Saturdays. These are additional, right? So it is going to be taken by Praveen sir. Thought building sessions are going to be additionally incorporated. So as soon as you get enrolled, you will get access to these 12 thought building sessions. So earlier you enroll, you'll get this and live sessions. Okay, the price is 12,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. And these are the upcoming batches which have not been introduced in this particular video. I'll make a separate video on this. So Full Math Mastery 2027, we are incorporating a lot of new things. 11th plus IOQM and Target 2026. Target 2026. These are the 3 new courses which are coming up. I'll be making a separate video on this. Now, how to purchase all these batches? The link is in the description box. So again, if you check the description, so there will be a link like this. For every batch, there will be a link, and you can check all the course details here. So all the course details which I mentioned, are here, and of course, by full course, you'll be able to. The coupon code gets automatically applied, and you'll be able to purchase. Right. So that is it from my side. And if there are any other queries that you have regarding any of the courses that I mentioned, you can always, there's a Google form which is there, query form which is there in the description box. You can always fill that Google form, and our team will get in touch with you. All right, take care. God bless you. If there are anything that you want me to add, please put this in the comment section. I will definitely take it up. Take care. God bless you. Bye.